Hey guys, welcome back to ADP Art Creations. How are you guys doing today? Guys, today we are going to talk about Sydney Carter in my Where Are They Now series, and I got a little speech at the end, you know what I'm saying? But good afternoon to you guys and welcome back. Let's get into it, guys. Okay, so Carter, she played 4 years at the 4 years at Texas A&M University. She was a three-time team captain and defensive anchor for the A&M defense, which earned her a spot on the Big 12 All Defensive Team in 2011 and 2012. Carter won her team's Miss Defense Award three times in 2010, 2011, and 2012, as well as Miss Aggie Award at the end of her senior season. Right? Okay. Now, so she went to Texas A&M from 2008 to 2012. For her WNBA draft, she was the third round in 2012. She was the 27th overall pick, and she was drafted by the Chicago Sky. Okay, so in her WNBA career, Sydney Carter, she was elected in the third round of the 2012 WNBA draft, 28th overall by the Chicago Sky. On March 18th, 2013, Carter signed a training camp contract with the Atlanta Dream, but was cut before the start of the regular season. On June 10th, 2013, Carter signed with the Connecticut Suns. So her WNBA playing career: 2012, she played for Chicago Sky. 2013, she played for the Connecticut Suns. 2014, she played for Indiana Fever. And 2015, she was at the training camp for she played for the Atlanta Dream, and she was at the training camp where she got cut or whatever. But it does say she actually played that year, or whatever. And then her career highlights is she was an NCAA champion 2011. She was a two-time Big 12 All Defensive Team 2011, 2012, Big 12 All Freshman 2009. She also played overseas. So she played overseas in 2014, um, 2014, 2016, and 2017 in Latvia. She was a champion over there in Israel. And in 2018, she suffered a tear. So that was the end of her playing career in 2018. Right? So we're gonna talk about where she is now, what she's doing. I have some couple of YouTube clips and shows to show you guys about Sydney Carter. Now listen, I didn't know who Sydney Carter was. And I would see her, but I didn't know who she was. I didn't know her name or anything. I just they be dressing out there on the sidelines or whatever. And she is another one that stands out like Kim Mulkey with their fashion, right? But she doesn't come to play. She has a great team that she's coaching. I also have a clip from Aaliyah Moore. If you guys know who Aaliyah Moore is, she has a podcast. I won't play her whole clip, but she actually interviewed Sydney Carter, which is her coach, and it was genuine. It was cool. I like interviews like that. You know what I'm saying? They weren't on like a big set, but it was a big set to her, to Leah Moore, and she definitely did a great job. So kudos to her, guys. I make sure you go subscribe to her channel. She has her own channel called More Access, but I'll be pulling that up to show you guys, because I don't want to play her whole clip. I want you guys to be able to go over there and see, some of the things she asks Sydney Carter and stuff like that, right? Also, Sydney Carter she's not someone in the corner. She's very out. She's out there. She done been on Roland Martin. She's been on a Tam show, which I'm gonna show that. I'm gonna show the Tam show. Showing it's like 9 minutes or whatever, and just different outlets that she spoke on, because she, with her fashion, she often get criticized for her fashion, but that doesn't listen. That doesn't stop the game. That doesn't stop the coaching. That is just self-identity. Like, come on, guys. Some guys are just not good with self-awareness. You can't be mad at Sydney Carter, right? Um, so guys, let me tell you this fun fact though. Let me tell you. Hey Miss D, how are you? I think she should be the coach for Texas. She oh yeah. So okay, I'm gonna talk about um I want to have this stand out first when it comes to coaching and like who she played under. And you got to remember, last episode I talked about Danielle Adams. She actually was a part of that team. So that just shows you how these women have so many connections with each other, but you wouldn't think it, right? You wouldn't even believe it. So let's get into it. Um, I'm glad to see you here, Miss D. I bought everybody lunchtime, girl. But Sydney, okay, so Sydney Carter, she played under Kim Mulkey at Texas A&M. She played under Kim Mulkey from 2008 to 2012, winning a 2011 national championship. Rather than coaching under her, known as defensive-minded guard, Carter was a key leader on Mulkey's championship team and later transitioned into coaching. Right? Key details regarding Sydney's time and with Kim Mulkey. So her player coach relationship, Carter was a standout player for Mulkey for 4 years, becoming a vital part of Aggie's 2011 national title run. She's known for her tough perimeter defense, her style often associated with teams that's coached by Kim Mulkey. Yeah, it's a pattern excuse me, guys. It's a pattern that Kim Mulkey has that she puts in these players, and anybody that has played for her, you can see it. You can see it in Anissa Morrow. You can see it in Angel Reese. You saw it as with Sydney Carter. She didn't play a long time in the WNBA, but at least she had a chance to be able to have that dream and have that under her belt to be a part of the WNBA, because everybody has a story, and everybody paves the way for the new generation. It just doesn't start in 1 year. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah. So after playing, she wasn't one of those players that, hey, I'm gonna give up. Hey, big girl, I'm gonna give up. I'm not gonna continue my career, because it didn't work out in the W and it didn't work out overseas. It worked out enough where I was blessed to set a path, to have a path for myself. Now, what am I gonna do now? Okay, so we're gonna tap into what she's doing now. I also want to touch on her being a part of. Since I touched on her being a part of being under Kim Mulkey, I want to touch on what she's doing now. She is coaching Texas A&M, and well, Texas Longhorns. My bad. Let me get that right. Look, let me get all that right. Oh no, sorry, my bad. She was. Let me get it right. So she joined the Texas women's basketball staff April 2022 as the team's director and player development, and added assistant coach duties prior to the 2024-25 season. It was a historic season for the Longhorns as they won 35 games to set a program record for the wins in the NCAA era. Texas advanced to the Final Four for the first time in 22 years. Let me rewind that back. I gotta repeat that. I'm sorry. Texas. Do you hear the noise, guys? Texas advanced to the Final Four for the first time in 22 years, and they won the second regular season championship in their first season in the league. Madison Booker was named the SEC Player of the Year and the Associate Press First Team All-American. Booker won the Sher Miller Small Forward of the Year award for the second straight season. Roy Harmon and Taylor Jones earned WBCA All-American Honorable Mention honors, and Jordan Lee earned a spot on the SEC All-Freshman team. A rising star in the industry, Carter joined the Longhorns after her time in college station on the women's basketball staff under legendary head coach Gary Blair at Texas A&M. Oh, I got you, Miss D. Carter was also a standout player for the Aggies from 2018 to 2012, which I mentioned. She was also under Blair and I think Schaefer. During her time at Aggie Land, she helped lead the team to the 2011 National Championship and 2010 Big 12 Tournament Championship. And this is what she had to say. She said, I couldn't be happier to have landed here at the University of Texas with Coach Schaefer. Carter said. He played such a pivotal part in my success as one of my coaches, and I know he will do the impact me as a member of his staff. I am grateful to have been so warmly welcomed by him, the administration, staff, student athletes, and I am ready to grow and learn in burnt orange and white. Honk 'em horns. Most recently, Carter served as an Aggie player. Of course, we talked about that, and we talked about her history. So, guys, she is so hilarious. She's something, and she has such a gentle voice, right? So I'm gonna let you guys listen to her speak. Um, yeah. So mostly, a lot of times they're not criticizing Sydney Carter or her coaching. They want to say something about the way she dressed. And you could dress the way you want to dress. You know what I'm saying? That's how you present. That's how you make a statement. Anybody know? That's how we make a statement. Look, we put on them outfits. We put on them. Well, I don't wear heels, but we put on them fits. Have our hair done, makeup to the T, and we start representing. Um, Sydney played for Kim and Baylor 2018, 2012. Oh, did she really? Okay. It was just saying for her playing under Kim Mulkey, um or whatever. But I had to go back and check that because I didn't see Baylor in there, but that is good to know. I know Big Girl know. Thank you, Big Girl. But yeah, so she went on to continue to be like she's continued coaching or whatever. And I want to play two clips. I want to play the clip from Tamara Hall, and I also want to play the clip from Aaliyah. Because with Aaliyah, they're like really cool, like like that coach kind of thing feel. And she, Sydney is herself, like she's herself and everything, and she's able to, just be the normal person. And we see more, you know what I'm saying? She's not putting on the front. This is the coach. This is how she is. This is what she represents. And she doesn't have any problem with dressing the way she dressed because that's her thing. That's who she is, right? And she's a phenomenal coach. You got to give her that. Sometimes people will look at the appearance of a person instead of the characteristics first. Think about it. Okay, so let's tap into Coach Sydney Carter on the Tamara Hall show, and then we'll piggyback off of it when it's done. Thank you guys for showing up. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And here we go, guys. Let me start it.
Sydney Carter. Coach Carter has become one of the most transformational figures in women's basketball, along with phenoms Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, Coach Dawn Staley, who just led the Gamecocks in South Carolina to their third title in 7 years. Coach Carter has her own title dreams. She first rose to fame as the captain of Texas A&M's 2011 national championship team, then courtside as one of the Aggies' most inspiring coaches, where her fierce game style has made her a social media sensation. 2 million people follow just to see what she wears. She is now the head of player development for the legendary Texas Longhorns and just helped them all the way to the NCAA tournament's Elite Eight. TFM, give it up for Coach Sydney Carter!
Guys, I had to stop there for a minute. I just love Tam be hyped up. She be hyped up for everybody because this is Black History Month, and we got to celebrate and just show love everywhere. And just the fact of her, the way she represented with Sydney coming out, that's tight. I like to see women supporting women. I like to see women encouraging other women, whatever they're doing, whether they're doing sports or whatever the case may be. Okay, so let's carry on.
Do not pay your next car insurance bill. Repeat.
Let me pause the volume on that. And sorry guys, I'm gonna skip it and then we can get back to it.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you were so beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, welcome to the TAM fam.
Thank you, Victoria.
Welcome. I got it. First of all, congratulations.
Thank
Elite
you.
8.
Yes.
You have seen this game as a player, now as a coach. They're having a moment. Historic ratings, season record attendance, viewership. 19 million people saw South Carolina win over Iowa.
Yes.
It's huge. And you've got the draft tonight. I don't like to say women are having a moment, but finally eyes are opening with basketball.
Yes. I mean, women's basketball has always been here.
Absolutely.
So it's nice that everybody's catching on, but we've always been it. Our game has always been exciting. So
what do you think is now clicking? And, like here on our show, we've had stars on all season, 5 seasons, some of the best in WNBA. We've even had the female Harlem Globetrotters who all play college. We've had them all in the ranks. And this is me actually trying to make a hoop. I just want to look.
That was good form.
We just want, don't, coach, thank you for the sympathy. but we've played, I have Robin Roberts here. We had, our shootout with Sid and Teresa. It's been exciting to see, but every once in a while, things have to click together.
She was my teammate, right?
I know. And so the thing is that things are clicking.
Yeah.
You've been here, but things are clicking.
Yeah, I think you're seeing so many other programs out there that are on the up and coming rise. I mean, it used to be back in the day, UConn and Stanford were like the staples, but now you're seeing the South Carolinas, Iowas, NC State, Texas. You're seeing all of us kind of rise to the top now.
You also are seeing this burst of individuality from the people who lead these programs. I mean, Dawn Staley and I have been friends for a long time, and when she wore the Louis Vuitton jacket, they called her Louis Vuitton Dawn.
Yeah, Louis Vuitton Dawn.
And we've seen, of course, LSU's exceptional coach come out in her fits, and then you broke the internet with a pink leather suit that you wore. And I love what you said. There you go. The internet fell apart there.
Yeah.
And I love what you said. I love what you said in the quote when people responded. This is 2022 and you're on the courts with pink leather pants on.
Yeah.
You said, I will continue to unapologetically be myself, apply pressure, and show that Black women can express our individuality while doing our jobs at high level. That was you. That was you. Look at that.
Thank you.
I love that. And my favorite part was while applying pressure.
Yes, that makes me emotional just thinking about that time, because a lot of people don't know, obviously, the negativity that came with that. That was tough for me because at the end of the day, I was just doing my job and it was during a cause. And so that was a tough time, but also a rewarding time because I chose to focus on the positive part of that.
Yeah, the positive was this is an opportunity to show we can do this and still do our jobs and support, as you pointed out, wearing pink to support a great cause. And I love that you didn't stand down. Another quote that you said, and it's something, a philosophy around here, because listen, we had some people in our season 1 write and say, station groups, we don't want to carry her. Her heels are too high. We got that. Another person said, oh, wow, she dresses and it's not approachable. And we kept doing our thing because you can do both. You can come out and have fun and do your job. And what you said, I love that you said this quote. And it's something that's a mantra of mine. You said, I dress to win.
Yes.
Yeah, I dress to win.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I live by that. When I step on the court, I know that I'm always putting my best foot forward. And so at the end of the day, I want to be on the right side of everything. And when I'm putting on my clothes, that's my superpower.
That's your superpower. Yes. I love it. Coming up, how Coach Carter orchestrated the surprise of a lifetime for her players when she brought Drake to the locker room. How she pulled this off for the players who deserve to have some little fun after all the hard work on the court. We'll be right back.
Let me see.
We are back with women's college basketball phenom coach Sydney Carter, one of the most transformative figures in women's sports right now, is the head of player development for the legendary Texas Longhorns. And the draft is tonight. I mean, what are they feeling in a moment like that?
Well, hopefully it's not imposter syndrome, which is natural because, you know, you're about to go and be with the top 144 women's in the league. And so I hope they're feeling confident and knowing that their game is more than enough to carry them there.
I love that. I love that. And, you know, so much of what you do is motivate the women on the court, but also, you know, they say young eyes are always watching. And I know there's this little girl, her name is Rose. She shared a photo of herself dressed like you.
Yes.
And her pink ensemble. And she said, I am Coach Carter.
Yes.
When you see something like that, what is that?
I'm hoping. Yeah, I'm hoping my makeup doesn't run, but that makes me tear up because you never know when it's your time to lead. And so I'm just glad that God prepared me in that moment to be able to lead the right way.
Yeah. And listen, I don't know what kind of budget her parents have, but she got every pair of pants.
Yes.
I'm like, damn. Oh, so I got to find out about this Drake moment that went viral.
Yes.
Somehow you were able to pull off a moment where your team was surprised when you got Drake to come in the locker room.
Yes. So, I mean, when Drake comes to your school, you kind of just got to go after it. You can't be scared. And so I ended up backstage at his concert. He had a 2-night concert. And I said, hey, since you're here, you might as well just come shoot hoops with my team. And he was like, all right, I'll be there.
So you literally shoot your shot moment.
He actually, I did.
You shot, exactly.
The form was crazy.
Do not pay your next car insurance bill. Repeat, do not pay your bill yet.
So I found this website.
Let me skip this. Okay.
What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up?
What up? That's my number. That is my number. You got it.
And then, if that wasn't enough, some of the players went to Drake's concert and he gave them a shout out in the middle of the show. Let's play that moment.
I went to show love today. I went to see the Lady Longhorns today. And, I know the team came to the game. Shout out to the team. They showed a lot of love today. Shout out, Coach. Appreciate y'all for having me.
Very sweet. Very sweet.
I told him, I said, hey, you don't have to call me by my name. Just call me Coach.
You just said, keep it at
just
Coach.
call me Coach.
Coach.
Yeah.
Well, Coach, I know that Drake is cute and all, champagne poppy, blah, 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 blah. But there is someone way cuter, in my opinion.
Okay.
Your pet, Charlie, who dresses up for the games.
Yes.
Look at Charlie. Do we have pictures of Charlie?
Yes. She matches her mom for game day.
You match Charlie between Charlie and the kid Rose. I can't take it.
They're in competition.
Charlie's in a dress?
Yes, she likes to dress up like her mom. She got it honest.
I love it. Well, we love you. Congratulations on everything that you and the team. It's such an incredible moment to see. We know that there are disparities in the sport. We know that once the women go pro, they are paid substantially less. And there always has been this excuse about not having the TV viewers and all of this. And now the numbers are there and they cannot be denied. They cannot be denied. Give it up for Coach Carter and good luck to all of the players tonight with the draft.
So yes, guys, this was like a year ago when she was on the Tamara Hall show. Hey, Felicia. Hey, She Whiz. Big girl. That's good that your son knew Sydney. when she went to school. I think that is so cool. Her her personality and the way she speaks remind me of this incident I had. I went to the bank, and the bank teller, she had that same type of calm, sweet voice. But don't let that fool you. She said something to me because I was rushing, and I was in a rush, and I almost left some of my money or whatever. And let me tell you, that soft spoken voice went up to a straight 10 pit bulldog voice. And I was like, what? So guys, just because they talk like that don't mean they play no games. And it's just good to see her being respected for, her fashion, for coaching, and for, people around the world to respect her and to watch to see what her fits are like she 2 million, that's a lot of people, and it's probably more than that now, who follow her just to see what she's wearing and stuff like that. Imagine the coaches that the other coaches that they follow too. It's like it's crazy work, but we do it with the WNBA tunnel fits. We want to see what they're wearing. We want to see who wearing it, how they wearing it. It's just a thing with women fashion, and it's not going anywhere. Oh, she said the lady from, oh yeah, from the police academy. Yes, she sounds so sweet, and she is seem like a sweet person. You know what I'm saying? But I guarantee you, when she coaching them girls, you getting two parts. So, but yeah, kudos to Coach Sydney Carter. It's not easy being a coach. It's not easy being in the spotlight where people are constantly critiquing everything that you do, everything you say, everything you wear. And she didn't let it stop her. She was like, I'm going to be me. You either like it or you don't, but that's not going to stop me from running a show, with my fashion and teaching my girls, coaching my girls or whatever. And so while we're on the coaching of her girls, I wanted to play this clip from Aaliyah. She has a podcast, or whatever. This is episode 2. I didn't see any more episodes just yet, but it's good to follow players, so you can kind of get a feel of how they feel about their coaches as well. You know what I'm saying? And so that's a good thing. So let's tap into that. Let me share the screen on it. I'm not going to play her whole podcast because that is her podcast. But I will stop and go, and so we can kind of get a feel of her and Aaliyah having a cool conversation. Let me put it up on the screen for you guys. Okay, let's tap into it.
We have a very special guest, my coach. You may know her for her fashion on and off the court. She's a diva. She's amazing. I love her so much. Miss Sydney Carter.
Hello, everyone.
Yes. Oh, I'm so glad thank you for getting on the show, first of all.
Well, I'm so glad. When you tell me to do something, I do it.
Yes, I did just see you 5 hours ago.
Yeah, less than that. That was 3.
Yep. But yes, so excited to have you on, and thank you again.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'll just jump right into it. Of course, y'all, she's an amazing basketball player. She doesn't play anymore. She could though. Y'all, if you wanted to. But yeah, we'll start with your basketball career. So you can just tell me a little bit about why you started playing the game and where the game has taken you.
So why I started playing first. So I got into basketball when I was 4 years old. My mom threw me out there. I come from a super athletic family. I'm the 5th of 7 kids. And so everybody before me played basketball, ran track, did something. And so my mom first started me in t-ball with the boys. And I was like, okay, I want to play basketball. So she put me on an all boys team when I was 4. And then it just took off from there. I started to just truly run past the boys. I was more skilled than the boys, as usual. So that's kind of my start. And then I dabbled in a little bit other stuff. I tried volleyball when I was in middle school. I ran track because I was fast, but basketball was always my passion. And so I did that until obviously high school. I went to DeSoto High School, which is a popular high school. in Texas.
Guys, I want to say this. Make sure her podcast is called Student Athlete Podcast Network. It is on YouTube. This is it's called More Access. This is season 1, episode 2. This was last year, where she is interviewing Coach Carter.
Went to state once, was the first team to ever go to state in girls basketball my senior year. Since then, they've gone on to win state championships. We did not win. But then I went to A&M, won a national championship there, won a tournament championship there. So history of winning, obviously. I'm very grateful for that. And then went on to get drafted into the WNBA in 2012. I played on 4 teams in 4 years, and then I played overseas for about 7.5 years in a couple of different countries, and then it led me to coaching. So long journey in such a small time.
Yes. Okay. I love that. So going back, you said you attended Texas A&M. Can you tell me why you chose A&M?
So it's funny because Texas was my dream school. Like growing up in Texas, you always see so many things about like Austin, the burnt orange, like it's just like it's a brand. And so Jody Conrad was coaching at the time that I really wanted to come. Like I can name you so many players I wanted to be like that went to Texas. And so she was coaching at the time. And then the year before the year I went into my senior year of high school is when she retired. And so she was recruiting me. Coach Harston was coaching at the time. So she was recruiting me as well. And then once I got into my senior year, Texas stopped recruiting me because there was a coaching change. And so at that point, I was like devastated. I thought I didn't want to play basketball at all if I couldn't go to Texas. And then Gary Blair, who was the head coach at A&M for a million years, came to a game, recruited me, and Coach Schaefer wanted me really bad. And then I ended up going there, and it was the best decision I ever made.
That's crazy. I actually did not know that. I didn't know Texas was like your dream school, which is really funny.
Yes.
But hey, everything always comes back together because you ended up here anyways.
Yep.
So that's funny. So as we all know, you were that girl in college. So can you tell me about your experiences in college and how they have shaped you into the woman that you are today?
I think the biggest thing was that I learned a completely different world when I was in college. Like there was not a lot of Black students when I was in college. And so it was definitely an eye opener for me because anybody that knows or sees me knows I wear my nails really long, my hair is really long. And so, there's a stereotype with that. Like these people don't know how to talk in different settings, the stereotypes that are out there with the way people look. And so I learned so many different things about different cultures, all these different things because of where I went to school, and it was a predominantly Caucasian school. But the thing that I took away the most was the friendships that I built in college, and they're not people that I probably would have been friends with had I not gone there. And so I learned how to not necessarily adapt, but I learned how to kind of like be a chameleon in situations like that. And even still, like, a chameleon kind of like blends in. But even though I was a chameleon, I still stood out. And so I learned how to really tap into being confident in what I bring to the table at A&M because I was in such like an environment that I was not familiar with. So it made me really uncomfortable, but it brought me to where I am today, where I'm comfortable speaking in front of people. I'm comfortable being in my own skin. I know that when I walk into a room, I may not be the smartest, but I don't want to be the smartest. I just want to be myself. And so college just taught me a lot about being true to me.
No, I love.
Guys, This episode is really great. Make sure you go back and watch it. I won't play the whole thing because she did such a good job. Like both of them were able to be themselves. It wasn't like for show. I like genuine content. I love genuine content where you're just yourself. What you see is what you get. Kind of thing. So make sure you go watch more access on YouTube. I don't know the other episodes. I just subscribed to her channel because I was watching this and I'm like, this is good. This is like, it's not boring to me. I can follow along. My attention span is there, and I like following other athletes anyway. So yeah, kudos to Aaliyah on that. But we were able to see Sydney. Let me see. It's probably gonna stop sharing. Yeah, we was able to see Sydney continue to be herself, down to earth, speaking facts. The girl got it. Let me tell you, self-awareness, respect for herself. She don't need nobody telling her. You can tell that childhood, that village that raised this young woman. Well, she's still young. We're all still young. That raised her. They raised her right. As you can see, how many siblings did she have? But she understood the assignment. Like she said, she was a chameleon, but she still stood out. You know what I'm saying? You could be in the groups or be, in different parts or whatever of groups and stuff like that. But you have to have a name for yourself. You have to say, hey, we see her with this group, but she definitely represents for herself. You never want to be like just totally following people and it takes away from you being you. That's not what you want to do. And so we can see that in Coach Carter. As we continue to see the season, we'll continue to watch Coach Carter and see what she does and see her her fabulous fits and everything. And Texas is one of them great teams. I mean, it is what it is. Like her work is definitely showing. Like she's not coming to play in her outfits, her personality, or her team. Like you're gonna be playing up against Texas. Don't underestimate Texas because they can slide up in there and look and get that win. So I love it. I love it when players they learn from the people and the coaches that they play under. You can see Kim Mulkey in Coach Carter. You can. And you can see other coaches in her family. You can just see everybody that played a part in Sydney Carter's life. You can see it in her personality. You can see it in the way that she speaks. Same thing with Kim. Kim wear her outfits and stuff like that. She don't care what you guys say. She don't care nothing about that. She gonna wear her outfits, glimmer, shimmer, whatever. You either like it or you don't, but she gonna keep it pushing. And that's what I like. I like people to like, to be themselves. And Coach Carter is just one of them ones where she's herself. What you see is what you get. Besides that other part, because she ain't playing with them. With that soft-spoken voice, she is not playing. But guys, I want to say something. You know how ADP do. I have to end it with some thoughts. This was on my mind today, and I'm like, why am I so nervous to do the podcast this particular one today? I know that it needed to be done, but also listen, I know that we have our podcasts, we have our panels, we have our different opinions when it comes to sports. But what bothers me the most is when people and they can do what they want to do, you know what I'm saying? But when I come up here, I'm genuine. What you see is what you get. Do ADP have another side? Yeah, that side she don't play if you play with her people side, or whatever. But the WNBA, if people actually research and people actually know the game, know the players, actually looked over the CBA, they will actually know what's going on. What bothers me is that some people are choosing to use their platforms, and they have been players themselves, to say, hey, we probably don't need to go this route. They need to play the season. They don't need to wait. They don't need to strike. They don't need to do all of this. But you can say that, but don't put your self-awareness tactics on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, these women deserve to be paid. These platforms, we deserve to uplift instead of striking against each league and saying this, that, and the third. The problem that we have with the WNBA, they have been leaving this paper trail for so long with these players, and then now it's time up, and they want to try to play in these players' face. I will continue to use my podcast, use my artwork to motivate and encourage these players, whether I know them personally or not. I will not disrespect them. Even though we joke and we don't, care too much for certain players and stuff like that. Look at a perfect example of how the ladies are playing chess. What do? Unrivaled, the second season, even the players we least expected it, they still got a job. They still are able to make that backup money. That's what I'm saying. Like, when they're standing together, they made sure all their dots were dotted and all their T's were crossed. What you cannot do is think that you're getting ready to take up. This is the new generation and the vets coming together. And when we come together, we will win. We're going to see the final outcome, and the final outcome is to pay these players. But I've saw on little socials like, this league needs to be better than this league, or this league is better than this league, or why should you watch this league? No, we're going to support all of these leagues because that's what we're supposed to do. We won't support their off the chain stuff that the WNBA is doing to these players, because it's just not right. What is happening in front of our eyes is a perfect example of what the enemy means for your bad. God is getting ready to turn around for your good. He's getting ready to make sure that these players, mark what I say, he's getting ready to make sure these players get paid what they deserve. They're not going to back down. They're not going to give up. To have a meeting and not have a plan set up, you think you played in my face. Okay, I got you. What I love about NCAA now, they move in silence. They move in silence and they show you. Just like with Philadelphia, what did we see? The first time ever, what did we see with Unrivaled? That's unmatched. You can't match that. Not right now. You can't match that. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to say the W is not great. That's not to say AU is not great. Why can't they all come together and be great? The only problem that we have is with the WNBA organization playing our players. You know what I'm saying? We watch our teams. We watched all our teams. We watched their players go through so much, last season or whatever. And we're sitting up here, most of us are using our platforms, social medias and stuff like that to fight back. But guys, this is serious. This strike is going to be serious. We have to continue to support these ladies. We have to, whatever you got in you on your socials, keep promoting, keep putting it out there. Respecting the players, using your platforms to speak up against injustice. Hey, call it what it is, because man, that CBA will make you cry to me, because these players, they get out there and they sacrifice and they got their own families and stuff. And half of the stuff we don't even know about. They get out here and continue to play this game. They, Angel Reese getting hit every which way. It never stops. You know what I'm saying? But this is why the time is now. The time is now. You can, yes, we love to see our players on the court. We love to see the way that they play. We want them to do better. We want certain things, but this day, good, Felicia. I'm gonna have to check it out, because they're dropping the receipts of what's going on. They're letting the world know what's going on with this CBA. The players are letting us know. They're not keeping us in the dark. They're not hiding anything from us. They're keeping it straight up real, posting clips. Nneka and her sister took the time out to give us a history lesson, a dialogue. I mean, come on, this is real. This strike and everything is real, and it's just not. Yes, I am. I'm a genuine heart person, big girl. I can't help it. I am so genuine. People always tell my mom, they be like, you know what? My mama always told me, when you find a genuine person, you better keep them. I'm just genuine. I love God's people. I love promoting people. Even if you're not on even if you're on my adoption list, some of the players are on my adoption list. I still want to see you get paid. I still, you know what I'm saying? I want to see you do better. Now, your choices and everything else, you got to work with that, baby. But other than that, I support everybody in that league getting paid. I support what these women are standing for, and it's about to get a little messy. It's about to get messy, but guess what? The mess ain't gonna be on the WNBA players. Let me tell you that, because the paper trail is hot up in that W, and it's just a matter of time. I'm telling you, it's just a matter of time before it all hit. And then all them naysayers, all them haters saying the women shouldn't get paid and they should just settle, they getting ready to mess around and find out. This is the real talk. This is the real ADP. You get ready to mess around and find out. Because what you did the other day, oh man, you think you put the icing on the cake? Oh no, we got all the ingredients, from the fans to the players to everybody that's speaking out. This is not some little subject. This is not some little game. You have to look at, like, if you was in this situation, would you want this for the players? Would you want them to fight, or would you want them to settle? No, as women, they always want us to settle. We ain't settling on nothing. I'm not settling. I might have to fight my way through, guys, but I'm not settling. If I want something, if I want to do something, I want to achieve something, I'm going to do it. I'm not just going to stop. And if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right, because I got respect for the people that are watching. I got respect for you guys watching. It may not be perfect. You know what I'm saying? ADP might be, you know what I'm saying, reading a little bit, messing up a little names and everything, but it's okay. It's okay. Your girl working on it. She working on it. And, continue to do my research. So by me doing the players and research the players, guys, that is also helping me too. But at the end of the day, please, guys, just let's continue to support each other. Let's continue to support all these great queens and princesses of the world, and giving them the respect. And hey, we may not, like I said, we like some and we may not like some, and some may be on the adoption list. But hey, people can change, things can change. So let's keep uplifting. Let's keep praying, because I know some people say, well, maybe, some players, they probably not getting paid or whatever. Let me tell you something about women. When we come together, we win. And when we come together, we come correct. All the bullet points going to be crossed. You hear me? Everybody's straight. Because let me tell you, if everybody wasn't straight and on board with what's going on, you would have division. But a house that has division will fall. But this house that these women have built together, it's not gonna fall. What they say about that wise man built that house? Okay, let me not get into it. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hey, you want to donate to that channel? Do your thing, sis. Do your thing, queens. You can do that if you want to. But hey, a like is great. Continue to follow me. I will be coming on tomorrow with Renika. I think Renika is tomorrow. I already got the thumbnail out. Same time, same station. And then I also will be going live Friday. But I'm going to continue to post. Make sure you're checking out my episodes of Shelby, because Shelby ain't coming to play. I got to do some stuff with Shelby. I'm trying to make sure. I'm not worried about anybody trying to copy my stuff, because one thing about YouTube, they don't play. And what I'm using for as the apps and the blueprint, I got all that in record. So I'm good to go on that, because Shelby getting ready to run the streets. You hear me? Make sure y'all, I've been dropping episodes. I got different episodes of her friends dropping stuff out. And then I got an episode where Shelby gonna be in that car, and she gonna be jamming, because they tried to play the WNBA players at that meeting. So Shelby got something for you. She gonna let them know with that TI. You see what I'm saying? That TI came out right on time, because sometimes you just gotta let people know, because they forgot. But I'm telling you, Kathy, buckle up, baby girl. Get ready for the ride, because we not coming to play. Yeah, well, it's different. Big girl, it's different with artists. Artists don't necessarily have to, like, what I plan on doing is make sure everything that is under ADP Art Creations is trademarked. But with artists, it's different. You don't, how do I explain it? Like, me having the blueprint of Shelby, like when she was a sketch and all that stuff before I put her into the 3D, I already have that on the map. Like, it's it's a way that we do it that we don't have to do all of that like normal people. Like if they're copywriting, like if they're copywriting like their books and their stories and certain stuff like that. It's certain stuff that artists don't have to do. Like I could, you know what I'm saying, I could email it to myself or whatever and stuff. But one thing I've noticed with the apps and with everything that I'm using, they make sure they check for that copyright. They make sure that if you're using their stuff, they can't touch that anybody else can't touch your stuff. They can try to add to it, because that's what I don't like when I found out about Photoshop. You can change a pigment, you can change a layer in someone's picture or someone's craft and call it your own. You know what I'm saying? But don't worry about it, big girl. God is my copyright. He got me. He got me. It's all together. But it's totally different, because I was trying to do that with my paintings and different stuff like that. And they was like, no, you don't have to pay this. It's different for the artist, totally different. Really, big girl. What they have in common is they're both coaches. Look, did I do that right? I don't know, girl. But I don't know. I probably failed that test. Oh, it's bigger than 60 seconds, so it won't let me send it, but it's on my page. Okay, Felicia, I'm going to have to check it out. But I know Stewie not playing either. They tired, Felicia. They're tired. Like you just told me directly 100% how you feel about me and my play and the players around me. So guess what? You getting ready to mess around and found out. Now look, all deals are off. All deals you trying to push are off. The deal is we getting ready to get what we want. We getting ready to get what we deserve, and we getting ready to get paid. That's what the deal is. Sorry guys, this change of weather is starting to kick my butt. Oh, you mentioned Kim Mulkey. I was just wondering. Oh, okay, yeah. They're both great coaches. I mean, you got to give them credit. I just think, my Janine. I have to give a special shout out to my Janine. Angel got her Janine. I got my Janine. So special shout outs to my Janine, because my Janine got me. She got me booked up for the month. She don't come to play, and I just do it. I needed a name to call my show when I was researching and bringing you the players. So where are they now makes a big difference, because that's what I was doing. I just need a name to it. So God is good. It's all in his time.